What can be done in this issue? What can ordinary citizens do?
As I just said, those official channels, I have pursued them all and unsuccessfully for the past 5 years, and I said now it boils down to the people. People standing up and demanding the right actions. I don't want to get my job back with the FBI. Don't take me wrong. That's not what I'm after. I am not asking to be compensated in any way for my sufferings. One of those is I can never go back to Turkey and visit my families. I have been blacklisted and I'm wanted under their treason law in Turkey because I have committed, based on Turkish treason laws, as any good journalist in Turkey would automatically commit, the act of treason. Something that would damage certain official thugs over there, or criticize Turkey, or show Turkey under some negative lights. Under their treason laws, all those people are treasonous and they should basically be arrested and taken to military tribunal. And I'm sure you know that because all you have to do go and read Human Rights Watch reports and see what happens to any good reporters in Turkey. And if they are lucky, by the way, they would end up in the military tribunal. If not, they will end up dead and without any answers, or they disappear. Because if you look at the tens of thousands of people who have disappeared in the past 10 years in Turkey for political reasons, the number is astonishing for a country that is considered a democracy and a great ally, because you have tens of thousands of good activist students who have just disappeared into the thin air. Nobody knows where they are. You know, the things that we usually look at, I don't know, it happened once upon a time in Argentina or Chile, and it's like, things like that happen in those communistic countries. But I don't know how easy to say that things like that happen in a great democracy and an ally country. So I'm not asking to be compensated for that. I'm not asking to get my position back. I have been asking for justice to take place, for the American people to know what's going on, and for those people who are working against their interests to be held accountable. Now, as you said, courts have failed. Me pursuing inside skits with Congress, those activities have failed. The mainstream media has failed. Recently, about 2 months ago, more than 30 organizations, they came forward and signed this petition because up until last January 2007, some really respect-worthy, great representatives, Democratic Congress people, and the leader of that group was and is, I hope still is, was at the time Congressman Henry Waxman of California. And I briefed Congressman Waxman's staff inside the skips several times in more than one occasion by giving them the same details I gave 5 years ago to the Judiciary Committee. They obtained the classified version of the Inspector General's report, and this took place 2 years ago, and they were outraged. Congressman Waxman, in fact, I have several letters from him saying he finds these actions against me and these gag orders stunning, and that if it were not for the majority at the point, the chairman, the Republicans, they were preventing a hearing from taking place on my case, that they would do it. And this is Congressman Waxman's office. Well, in January, after we went through the change, and now Chairman Waxman is Chairman Waxman, and there is no power within the Congress who can prevent him from holding this hearing. No power. He has the jurisdiction, the authority, the power to put the hearing there. I have already obtained the consent and names of conscientious good agents who work. One of them was the head of Turkish counterintelligence operations. And he actually retired 2 years ago. They are all willing to come and testify to all the issues that I have been gagged on. And that gag doesn't work in Congress during the hearing. And so in January, after and after the elections result, especially since they have such a great chairman today, we had 30 organizations, and these are major organizations, and we call it transpartisan because we have organizations from the right, we have organizations from the left, we have organizations that are whistleblowers related, such as Project on Government Oversight, POGO, Government Accountability Project, GAP, National Whistleblower Center, we have human rights related organizations, we have national coalitions against censorship, we have civil liberties related organizations such as the ACLU, liberty coalitions. We have 30 solid organizations have come together and put together this petition addressed to Chairman Waxman, saying, you have been promising us for the past 5 years. This case, in fact, according to the ACLU, I am the most gagged woman in the history of this country. There has been no case of an American citizen who has had so many gag orders issued on her. We put this petition, 30 plus organizations signed on, and they delivered it in March 2007, just a month ago, to Chairman Waxman's office. We had 15,000 citizens who signed it and sent it to Chairman Waxman's office. And based on the office's own report, tens of thousands of people in the past 3-4 weeks have called to say, well, when are you going to hold a hearing? And we have received no response. And we don't know why. None of these organizations know why, because they have all the facts, they have all the confirmation. Hey, they have the IG report. They have the executive branch's own report saying she's credible and her allegations have been supported by other witnesses and documents. We are not talking about, at this point, allegations. We're talking about facts, documented witness facts. And I believe, and I still believe, that the citizens, the Americans, who care about their rights